Shelley. Thanks for coming in to visit with me today. I'm going to sit down and have a little conference with you about Mandy and go over some of the things I've been seeing in the classroom. First thing I'd like to do is give you an opportunity to ask any questions, if you might have any questions while you're here.
I have a question. I'm curious how Maddie is doing in reading right now.
Very good question, yes. We've been reading quite a bit in class, and I noticed that she's been reading at home as well. I've seen quite a bit of improvement as the year has gone on from beginning to end. I think she's doing a great job of improving in reading every day. I've noticed that the type of books she's reading are getting more challenging, which has been a good sign of her reading improvement. Do you help her read at home?
Sometimes when Maddie goes to bed early, sometimes I'll give her a book or something, and sometimes we'll read it together before she goes to bed.
Well, that is going to be a great help to her in improving her reading here at home or at school. So I'm glad you continue to do that at home. That will be something to keep doing if you can, as much as possible. Another way I can tell she's doing better at reading is also because her spelling is improving. Her spelling will continue to improve throughout the year as she continues to read more and more.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. Do you have any suggestions on how we can continue to help her improve her reading and spelling skills?
I think continued work with her at home is good. Continued practice will certainly help her get better in the classroom and outside the classroom.
How is Maddie doing in other areas in school?
She's doing quite well this year. I've been very pleased with her activities in and outside of the classroom here at school.
Wonderful, I'm happy to hear that.
She's showing great artistic talent, which is a great thing to see in a young girl. Her social skills inside the classroom and out have both been great. She has a lot of friends in and out of the classroom.
Do you have any concerns about Maddie? Like in school or with social activities as well?
I don't have any concerns at this point. I've been very pleased with her progress this year. I would continue to encourage the at-home reading that she's doing, and encourage her to share what she does at school with you at home.
How are Maddie's test scores looking?
She's been testing pretty well. I actually have a math test here. We've been studying time and money, and this is one of her test scores. She did very well on this test.
Wow, she did great. Yeah.
So she's doing well in all areas. Reading is my main focus in this room, and that's where I like to spend most of my energy, and she's doing quite well in that area, as well as all others. Is there anything you would like to see me do as her teacher to help Mandy at school?
I don't have any concerns or suggestions. What do you think? I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you feel that the homework that's coming home is appropriate? Is it enough or too much?
I think it's enough. You know, usually after school we sit down and look at it together. I think it's going well for me anyway. Maddie's always been good about doing her homework. She'll sit down and work on her homework right after her class and when she gets home. I know she's very motivated to learn and to study everything, so I know she particularly loves science too.
That's great. I can see that same interest in the classroom. She does seem to have an interest in science, and that is obviously one of the things we do in class. Currently, we're studying a little bit about weather. She seems to be quite interested in that.
Maddie has always liked to go outside and watch different storms. Doesn't matter what kind of storms, but she loves watching them.
That's great. I feel the same way, so I share her enthusiasm. Let's see. Do you have any interest in helping in the classroom at any time?
I wouldn't mind joining in activities or anything like that. Do you have after school activities too?
In my classroom, I don't have any after-school activities, but the school itself does provide after-school activities for children at this school. They would not be in my classroom, but they would be, say, in the cafeteria or the gymnasium after school.
I could make time to do that, do something after school and some of the after school programs.
Great. I would like to encourage her attendance has been fantastic at school. I'd like to encourage that continues if possible. That's certainly going to help Mandy every day. But I do have a question for you, and that's to see if there's anything that comes up that you have questions or concerns about. I'd like you to feel free to contact me here at school, either through email or writing notes back and forth. Do you have email access?
Yes, we do. Do you have our email? Did we just get the new email? Yeah, I haven't memorized it yet. We just set up a new email.
Well, before you leave today, I'll make sure you have my email address so that you're able to get in touch with